Alright folks, got something a little different for you today. Different than FSD Live, that is. I'm gonna change the motor. You hear that really annoying, I don't even know what you call it, like a drone or something. But basically, I use Grok to search this air handler part number and I asked it, find me a motor, okay? Find me a motor that fits said air handler. This is a mini split heat pump here, and it's 7 years old. Motor in it's gone bad, I guess. I mean, we're gonna change it and find out. But Grok picked me this part number here, or interchangeable part numbers, that is. So we'll see if this wiring and motor happens to fit inside there. I didn't do too much research other than that. So Grok, I'm trusting you. And first order of business. Oh, I did want to mention, other than doing something different than FSD Live, I want to train my video editor on just, generic, any kind of video so people can use it for whatever they want. I'm going to have to listen to this droning noise because we're going to shut off the power. This is 240 volts AC and it'll shock your ass. So we're going to shut that down now. And that'll be the first break, but that's pretty much what we're up to. So come along for the journey, see if Grok's right about the part number, and yeah, let's begin. We'll shut off the breaker to this, and we'll get right to work.
TV off.
I'm already filming, so you do you. All right, folks. So I didn't really mention my tool setup, but it's basically just a drill, power drill with a Phillips head, that 4-prong thing. There's apparently 1, 2, and 3 screws. Might see some struggling here to, get this faceplate off, but pretty much what I've been told is you take these screws off. And I have been in here before because I cleaned the evaporator and the fan drive, but I do completely forget how to ultimately get in. But essentially you can just move this louver now, and there's a little peephole back there, and I just double check you can see most of what's going on. If you zoom in there, you'll be able to see. But yeah, you just go and unscrew these guys. Well, so I brought the drill, but I also brought some manual Phillips head here because it's getting a little tight with the louver in the way. I might have taken the louver out last time I did this, honestly. And I may elect to do the same. Maybe I'll wash these now. I see a sped up down here at the sink so they dry off more towards the time that we're putting them on. But we got a whole house filter, so these aren't that bad for like 3 or 4 months of dust accumulation, especially being in the kitchen. So just hang on a moment. Yeah, just a little rinse in the sink, that's all you need. Gets most of the important stuff off, and then let that dry off. That should get most of the crafty stuff off. Air handler heat pump might vary slightly from this. They're all made very much the same. So you might have a couple different screws, a couple different tabs, that kind of thing, but largely they're made about the same. So they're mass produced in China. But it looks like that was, that's easy to come off now, and you just pull the temperature sensor out like this so that the this entire white fascia can clear everything. Still remembering there's this screw in here. As long as it stays put, I'm not too worried about it. There's these little tabs back here, you see that? Now the whole front can come off. You just kind of try that. I think there's the same situation on the top towards the back. I don't remember there being a screw up there. Yeah, looks like it's as easy as just gotta pry. Yeah, so on the top, there's this back edge, and you just pry it up, and that's the whole white part comes off really easily, actually, like that. So there's the whole heat pump housing. No biggie. Alright, so now we got the guts. This is looking good so far from the motor perspective. I'll bring you guys over here for a second. Guys and gals, whatever, you know. So it's white. It's got a sticker that looks kind of similar. I don't know about the numbers. The size looks about right. And yeah, so we got to get down in there. So a couple things that we got to take off. We'll pull out, this is the coil temperature sensor here. This just slides out. I think it's clipped in right here. We got under these two screws here. I think we want to undo this zip tie. I might have a screwdriver that could undo that, preserving the zip tie. So I forgot to grab some zip ties for this. So yeah, I might spend some time getting that. Other than that, I believe there's a screw right here at the top holding the guts of the control panel in. Oh, it's not that bad to get off. So I remember watching some videos on this. Theoretically, this whole assembly should just kind of rotate out of the way. Yep, check. And then there's this little black cover here, which somehow comes off. Not 100% sure at this point in time how that comes off. But, oh yeah, okay, so these are the little tabs on the side. It looks like that you have to just pry a little bit. Okay. Yep, that gives us access to the motor connections. This big one by my thumb, and then these are, so there's a fan motor there, a little dust cover. All right. The little one is the louver motor, because that actuates. So this is looking good. It looks like that's stable on my trim there, my molding. This is looking like a win for Grok so far, in terms of it's got the same white connector with same color wires going to all the same places. It's blue, yellow, white, black, a space, and a red, and it goes up like this, a little clip. I just gotta push that in and it should come out. So that is a good start. That's a good place to be. I mean, replacing a lot. Just a big annoyance. Just doing some cleanup here of the evaporator fins. Definitely not the most pretty thing you've ever seen. But in theory, that might create a little additional airflow that didn't exist prior. Certainly will be quieter. Okay. Oof. That was stressful. Learn from me. Alright, so we got our motor here. Should just lift and slide out, like so. Alright, yes, I see some core problems here with said motor. It's a little dusty. Right, a little dusty on the end cap there. Let's see if I... don't wash you too much with light. But I think what I'm going to do with the new motor, again, the part number on this guy comes back with that same of super lube. It's like a universal, says it's a multi-purpose PTFE based lubricant. I'm just going to put that as a buffer around that bearing on the new motor. Again, let's check the new motor's part number. Okay. WZDK20-38G right there. Grok did excellent. So I think just first things first, I'm going to put a syringe, just a little light film at the front of this motor. I'll take the dust cap off the back, do the same thing on the bearing there. That should extend its life a little more than 7 years. 7 years ain't bad, but I guess I'm asking a lot. Put a little in, spin it around. It should be sealed, but I don't think it's sealed very well. Kind of spot, and you'll want to rotate the motor shaft to kind of pre-align with it. Okay. And you might have to loosen the grub screw on the fan in order for it to go in, but there you go. Yeah, just align that puppy proper and you're not gonna have problems. Looks like these rubber grommets kind of self-align the motor, and then like I said, just push the fan back and forth, and on that back and forth travel, just position it like halfway and you should be good. No real trick there. Okay. Now I'm going to anchor that down. Now don't strip this screw out, but make it tight. You don't want to have to come back in here. But it seems like it has like some self tightening kind of features. So that's kind of nice. Or sorry, like a Loctite on that grub screw. So yeah, once it's snuggled, it honestly should be good. Just do one double check here. This is really hard, but it is possible to do. Questioning if this even needs to go in, to be honest, but we'll do it right. There we go. That did something. Now everything's stuck though. It's stuck on the outside of the evaporator. Almost had it. Ooh, it's really hard to do this like in the air. Getting a workout up here. See how we're doing on time. Yeah, 50 minutes. Not horrible. It's for the silence. Alright, so step one again, you gotta get it in and you gotta be like all the way back. I think you gotta be torquing. Alright, it's only in partially, but we're kind of like, we're cocked to the right. Maybe I need to get like a hammer or something. Tell you what might have helped here, lifting the evaporator from the left a little bit. I think that's gonna get it. Because we can get in the angle for whatever reason that it requires. Alright, let's do a time check. It just went in the 5th millionth time here. Yeah, careful of the evaporator coils. I'm gonna leave those bent. Now I at least have some understanding of why some of these fins were bent. It's just a bad design. Alright. So let me make sure the fan is centered. Alright. Good. Alright, so hopefully we'll be able to bring the evaporator coil back over top of this motor mount thing. And yeah, I think it went in, so I'm not gonna question that too much. So I'm gonna remove my soup can. I think it just kind of drapes in here. Let's plug it in first, gently. Should hear a little click. It's got that same zip tie just to hold it kind of shrink wrap or heat shrink in place. And I'll lift this up just to get some play. There you go. So that is in. And we should be able to put that dust cover for the electronics back on. This has no screws, it's just kind of like a rail kind of job. Just make sure these wires are out of the cover's way. Make sure it engages, so it kind of slides in and then snaps in down at the bottom. Make sure you don't pinch your wires. There we go. No wire pinching here. Yep, that's all good. So now we'll be able to rotate the controller box gently up and back. I think it has a receiver on the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah, folks. It is dead quiet. I just saw some dust come out. We're about to see the louver move. I can just slightly hear it. If I bring you up to it, you can probably hear it. Might be able to hear the wind. It's dead quiet. All right, Grok, this part where I showed